In today's tutorial video, we're going to go over creating email rules within the Office 365 Outlook app. These email rules will allow us to better organize our inbox as well as make things a little bit easier to find within our email when we need to search for something, or if we're waiting for an important email to come in, we can go ahead and set rules within the Outlook app to send those emails into different folders, files, delete, remove. There's a lot of different options and a lot of ways to set up your inbox with these rules. But for today's tutorial lesson, we're just going to go ahead and create a folder within our Outlook app and move emails from a particular user or email address into that folder. So to start, we're going to go ahead and log into our UTRGV portal. After you're logged into the portal, you're going to navigate to the Office 365 button in the applications window here. After you're in the Office 365 app, you're going to go ahead and click on Outlook. And so from within this, you'll get to a better idea of how many emails I currently have in here that have not been sorted or rules have not been created for these. But for this tutorial video, we're going to focus on this do not reply, the submission emails. They get kind of cluttered in within your inbox. So in order to better organize and see, like, maybe if we've submitted something but we can't remember and we can't find it, we're going to go ahead and create a rule today to move those emails into a folder underneath our inbox branch here. So first, we're going to right click on inbox. We're going to create a new subfolder. This new subfolder, you're going to give it a name. I'm going to go ahead and create a generic name for this tutorial video. So within that, now you can see after I click on that folder, there are no emails currently in that folder. So we're going to navigate back to the inbox. We're going to select this email, and there are a couple different ways you can go ahead and create rules. You could go to your settings here, and there is a button that says rules, or a title here within this menu that says rules. Or you can go ahead and select the email itself, which I'll show you here. Click on these three dots and instantly create a rule for that email. So for this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and select the email. We're going to click on those three dots. We're going to navigate to rules, and we're going to create a rule. So this rule will give you a stipulation: always move messages from do not reply at blackboard.com to this folder. You can go and apply more options to the rule, or you can go ahead, and if you already have everything set up and you're familiar with it, you can go ahead and move it to that folder right away. So for instance, I'm going to go ahead and select more options just so you guys can get an idea of what these rules are about. So you'll see that there are a couple different numbers to these rules. For instance, the first one, for all messages, basically the stipulation of the rule: for all messages from do not reply. This is the name of the rule that we're going to keep it simple and keep that name like it is. Now the condition is why we're doing it and what we're doing to make that rule trigger. So anytime an email comes in from do not reply at blackboard.com, a action will take place. You can add more conditions, or you can leave it like it is. If you just want to keep the rules simple and create these same type of rules over and over and over again, you're more than welcome to do that. To me, that's probably an easier option, because then you don't have all of these different conditions possibly fighting with each other to activate that rule. So once we have our condition set, which it's already set here, we're going to add an action. The action is what happens when this condition is met. So within the action, you'll see a couple different things here. There are titles in place that kind of give you an idea of what these options will do. This title is organize, mark message, and route. For this tutorial video, we're going to go ahead and use the organize because that's what we had mentioned before. We want to make sure that our email is clean and that we can go ahead and have a better look to our email. So for this action, we're going to move any email from do not reply at blackboard.com. We're going to move to a specific folder. We created the folder earlier called do not reply on the left hand side, and obviously you don't see it here, but it is there. We're just going to have to find it. So we're going to click on move to a different folder because we don't want to move to these three folders. They're already there. We're going to want to move it to the folder that we created in our inbox. So we're going to click on do not reply. We're going to select stop processing more rules, and we're going to run the rule now because we want to go ahead and see that action take place once we hit the save. So when you have all of your conditions and actions ready to go ahead and click on the save button. And on the left hand side, you'll start to see a lot of things happening in your inbox. That means that this rule is already starting to apply. So what we'll do now is we'll go over to the do not reply folder that we created, and in here you'll get to see that even though the names of these, the names don't necessarily reflect the actual submission part, if you go deeper into these emails, you'll see that the actual email address attached to any of these things sent within Blackboard is do not reply. Now, if you wanted to get more specific, you could with your rules, so it wouldn't grab all of these do not reply emails and send them there. But for this tutorial, we're just going ahead and covering just that basic one rule to move any type of email with do not reply at blackboard.com into this folder. I hope this tutorial video helps you guys out. In the future, I plan on creating some more, maybe with different rules and showing you guys different ways to clean up your email and to better organize your email. Thank you.